Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Indiana Pacers against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And for Cleveland, the game tonight marks their second of 4 meetings they will play this season, and they come into this one feeling pretty good after winning the last time they met. Now, if you want to see a stat sheet stuffer, you're going to want to keep your eyes on Freak in this one. He's been putting up a number of double-doubles in this recent outing, Shaq.
You know, Freak knows that he can do more than just be a scorer on this team. You know, he's a great passer. He's a great leader, especially for a young guy. He's looking for a shot. He's being active all the time, and he's really helping the others play at a high level, Ernie.
I haven't seen a guy like this come into the league in a long time, Ernie.
Stop it.
I'm serious. Not a guy like this who has multiple ways to impact the game, Shaq. Not just one way. He's exactly.
Oh, you called me a one? Boy, I will reach across the table and knock you out right now.
It's been a long time since you've been in the league.
But you said you just called
me a one-way player. I said in a long time I hadn't seen it. I didn't say I hadn't seen it before. I said I hadn't seen it in a long time.
Have you ever seen a spelling of Freak quite like that?
Yes. That's French, Ernie.
F-R-E-Q.
No, I thought it was more Brazilian.
Oh. Well, he is frequently a star, and you'll want to see him tonight.
He's freakish in his ways.
Hilarious, wasn't it, Shaq?
That was pretty good.
Well, that was outrageously funny.
That was pretty freakish.
Oh, it was. Here's Kevin
I already
Harlan.
said freakish.
Oh.
You lose a point.
The crowd has assembled in Indianapolis, Indiana, looking for a Pacers win today. And we've got it for you right here on 2K Sports. So for the Cavaliers, their last game, a loss to Washington at the Verizon Center.
And the effort down the stretch, those final few minutes of regulation, you know, that's what they needed, but they were burnt out in the overtime.
Yeah, that's a good call, Greg. I mean, there was a little bit of a letdown for them in OT, and that can happen after you expend so much energy just to force the overtime.
Get a nice clean game, huh?
And it's going to be the Pacers off the tip. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Green in at shooting guard. John Henson out there with Kevin Love. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Hanson in at the 3. And he gets it to go.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Pass to Green. Back to Love. Offline with his 3. McCollum dishes to Turner. Now Beverly. Back to Turner. The shot will not go. Beverly against Irving. Feeds it to Green. Lots of room. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. We've played just over a minute here in the first. Cullen passes to George. Here's the screen. Shot clock at 6. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Outside Irving. Back to Green. The kick out to Irving. Outside Green. Here's the 3. The Pacers pull it in. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
Yeah, major problems at the charity stripe in that game. They just could not convert their free throws.
And that makes it hard to win, especially on the road. You get a chorus of about 20,000 yelling at you every time you put one off the rim. Well, that's got to wear on you.
Now here's Green following the miss by Miles Turner. And Green gets it to go.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Outside, George. To the middle. It's tipped. Stolen by Henson. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Hanson. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Pacers trail by 5. Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Terry Stotts.
He said that the key to the game will be how well they defend Kyrie Irving, adding, he's shown himself to be one of the premier point guards in the game already. Whether it's passing, shooting, or penetrating, we need our guys in the backcourt to really get up into him, and our bigs need to be ready to bring help. Guys, you can bet that Irving will be their focus defensively.
All right, Doris. Now here's Beverly. Following the miss by Freak, Beverly with the ball. He's picked up by Irving, McCollum, and he drops in the layup off the glass. McCollum's got his first basket of the night.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
They set the pick. Back to Irving. Plenty of space. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
I don't know. Maybe they're still working out the kinks on D because that clearly was a breakdown.
Here's George, and he dunks it down.
You don't see many tall players with that kind of speed, Kevin.
And a chance now to look at the small forwards who have been dominant this season offensively. The 4th spot held by Paul George.
A lot of the NBA's most explosive players man that small forward position, and you're looking at a pretty good collection of them right there.
Well, I would go beyond pretty good, Greg. I mean, they are special players at the offensive end. Impossible to defend in any kind of conventional way. I mean, you've got to be creative to try to slow these guys down.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Lopez is checked in. Beverly against Irving. Turner with a screen for Beverly. 6 on the shot clock. 11 feet away. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Yo, nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending it.
And here are the Pacers now. The Cavaliers making the shot. Left side, George. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
3 of 4 to start. Young fella came to play.
The Cavaliers leading by 3. Irving kicks to Green. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2.
All stops the dunk there. The best outcome in a bad situation.
You know, you don't like to foul, but if the alternative is giving up a dunk, it's an easy choice to make. I think it sets a tone for your defense around the rim. Make them earn it.
Move shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Both teams will make substitutions.
Money.
Both free throws good from Green.
There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
For 3, Stauskas. The rebound by Kevin Love. Cleveland leading by 5. Cleveland moving it around. Back to Green. Pass to Patterson. Here's Taylor. Off target from 3-point range. For Indiana, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
You're right on target there, Greg. Of the last 10 points they've allowed, 8 have come from in close.
And it's good. 1:31 left to play in the first. And there's the pass to Holmes. Here is Bonner. Here's Stafford. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range. So I'd have to agree with you, partner.
Now here's Love. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Wizards in Washington.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
They set the screen. To the wing on the left. Jumper off the screen. Hits. Count that one from Stauskas.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And Green gets it to go.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feeling.
Kicks it to Bonner. Inside. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job. That was an excellent burst to the hoop for that throwdown. I mean, he's a laser beam guy, fast as light.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Cavaliers lead by 4. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And we heard from John Henson before the game, a player on the rise. He feels he still has a lot to prove. Well, it sounds like he still feels like he has something to prove, Greg, but seems to me he's already known for being that kind of guy.
That's a great point. Anybody who plays against him knows he looks plenty strong when you're banging with him. But if he needs to push and motivate himself by playing with a chip on his shoulder, well, a lot of guys have gone a long, long way in this league using that method.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And also knocking down the mid-range because they're making good decisions with the basketball.
We've got Bonner. Paul George is out there with Turner. And it's Winston in at the 4-man position. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Cavs freak in the last matchup against the Wizards really lit it up from the floor. He finished with 42 points, and that was just the start of it, notching a triple-double for his effort in what was quite a display from him. Truly impressive numbers from him in a stellar performance. What a special night.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Boy, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on a roll. He could have won that game all by himself.
He hits the second from the line. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Irving kicks to Lopez. Down low, deflects the pass. McCollum dishes to Beverly. Passes to Winston. He kicks to McCollum. Shot from 12. Tries again. Green with the block. On the wing, Green. The rebound by Turner.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
Irving with the ball. Now defended by McCollum. Green, the pass to Lopez. Shoots in deep, and that one hits back iron.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, there's no doubt.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Beverly against Irving, and it's Beverly missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Green. The shot is off, and it's the Pacers taking it the other way. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game, and that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Irving kicks to Green. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And now an 8-point Cavalier lead.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
And Beverly kicks to McCullough. The 10-footer, and that one's good.
Boy, can he finish in the paint. That's one thing we know he's good at.
Beverly against Irving. Green left side. The dish to Henson. Second shot opportunity, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. In a brief moment now to see who's atop the NBA in team free throws. The Cavaliers 5th.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
That's good from Green.
No slowing him down, just some incredible numbers for Green. He has 23 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
They set the pick. Outside, George. Pass to Holmes. 5 on the clock. Here's Beverly. Can't get it to go. Some solid defense there from Lynn. Here's Sampson. And the lead now. Double digits on that bucket. Sampson's got his first points of the night.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Here we go, Pacers fans. Now coming up the court are your Pacers.
And now a quick review at the numbers for Beverly. He's averaging 7 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you look at those numbers, not bad, but guys, I think he can do better, and he knows it.
And he has high expectations for himself as well, guys, but he just hasn't delivered fully on his potential yet.
Patterson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Here's Stafford, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That one on Love. For Indiana, they have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor, something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
And he makes the first. Good on both.
They've been getting more and more physical as this game has gone along.
And it's starting to pay dividends. They've gotten a lot of trips to the line because of it in this second.
Some nice passing by Cleveland here. The Pacers pull it in.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
There's a good screen. The feed to Stauskas. The shot's good on the assist by George. Stauskas has got 6 points. Patterson dishes to Love. Pass to Lynn. Patterson, the screen. Sampson kicks to Lynn. Shot clock at 5. Lopez sets a screen for Lynn. Fires from the wing. Second chance shot, and the layup is good. And the Cavaliers lead by 8.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
And George, here we go. The layup off target.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Patterson, that's good.
And this collapse we've seen by their interior defense, it's really the reason why they've struggled and are in such a hole.
Puts it up from 12. George missing again.
He worked himself into a really good position there, right near the basket. That's the look he wanted.
John Patterson kicks to Lynn. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Taylor's checked in for Lopez. 1:29 left here in the second. Here's Sampson. No good on the three.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
Very good. He's a thinking man's defender. Knows how to bother even the best shooters without being overly aggressive.
And that one's good. Bonner's got 5 points so far.
And it's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Outside, Lynn. And Love has it in the corner. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. Love's got the lead up to 10 now for Cleveland.
And with the time left, they still can go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to do it fast. They must hurry from here.
Stauskas, the pass to Bonner. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. 6 on the shot clock. There's the steal. Fast break. Here comes Indiana from 12 feet out. Shot is no good.
And how many extra possessions have they gotten because of that rebounding edge?
Well, it's been a bunch, and I think it's made the difference in the game. I mean, they've actually done a great job on the board.
And we've finished one half of basketball. Cavaliers ahead. They're up by 10. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Certainly good numbers from you shooting the ball in the first half. What has been your approach on offense?
Same approach as always. Give me the ball, let me do my thing. Sometimes guys on our team or a coach try to overthink things. It's simple. Just get the ball to your natural score. Make sure you don't trip on yourself when you're getting out the way.
Kevin, back to you.
Thank you for the great interview, Doris. We'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Okay, guys, solid play so far. I like what I'm seeing. But just a few things to talk about before the second half. Our passing has been very precise. I'll give you guys a lot of credit for that. We've been extremely smart with the ball, basically haven't given them any gifts whatsoever. One thing I liked, our passing, getting a lot of assists. Unselfish passing can get us into a nice rhythm, and that's how we get ourselves on a run. The pace of the game, just to bring that up real quick, isn't a huge concern because I think we're suited to play at any speed. But somewhere in the middle of the tempo spectrum would probably be ideal. That's it for now, guys. Let's go get that W.
And welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. More action in store as the players get ready to go, having a nice break to get hydrated with Gatorade. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
And really, all of a sudden, he's becoming their best distributor, doing a great job of orchestrating their offense.
Greg, typically that's not the role he usually plays, and I'm not sure how comfortable he is in it, but they've needed him to make some plays today, and he's been able to do it, to his credit.
Checking out the group for David Blatt to start the second half. Green, he's in at shooting guard. Kevin Love out there with John Henson. Then there's Irving. And it's Hanson in at the 3 slot.
You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but not if that's going to be the result.
Cleveland leading by 12. Irving dishes to Green. Love inside, defended by Beverly. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. The Cavaliers have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4. That one misses for Love. Pacers shooting reasonably well, 45%. Turner with a screen on Green. George against Green. It's stolen by Green.
Whoa! And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia.
And they've done a great job of just keeping the pressure up on the scoreboard.
And that's why they're starting to pull away. I mean, not becoming conservative at all, just adding to the lead. I love seeing a team do that.
Beverly, the pass to Winston. They double him with Green. Left side, George. 6 on the shot clock to stop the run, and the jumper is good. George has got 8 points.
Timeout, Cleveland. And now, let's hear it for your Ace Face.
Let's check out the NBA's top producers from three-point land. Third is Kevin Love.
What a percentage that is for him from three-point range this season. His deep touch is about as good as you're going to see.
Cleveland leading by 16. On the wing, Green dishes it to Love. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. And here's McCollum for 3. They get the rebound. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here. Quick hands and the ability to anticipate the opening to create a turnover, so valuable, especially for a guard, as we see 2 tremendous talents with their ability to steal that ball away.
You know, and John Stockton, the only player to have cracked the 3,000 barrier in terms of career steals. You ask the fans about Stockton, and it's his passing they'll remember. But if you ask the players he's played up against, they'll tell you it's his defense that was just as sharp.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
They double him with Green. Right side Turner. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Beverly.
And let's take a moment here to see some of the numbers for Paul George. Averaging about 16 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And I think he's got to be pretty pleased with his output. And you know he's always looking to push himself.
Yeah, you know, really solid numbers across the board here, Greg. I mean, he contributes in a multitude of ways for this club.
He feeds it to McCollum. George with the ball. Now Green defending. A nice shot by George.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Irving kicks to Green. Turner comes with the double team. Here's Hansen. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Boy, this is the kind of shooting performance coaches dream of. It makes their job so much easier. An excellent start to this 3rd quarter.
Cleveland shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
The Pacers have missed a few free throws up to this point, shooting 4 of 7 from the foul line tonight. Green. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And a moment here to look at the numbers for Green. First in scoring, first in steals, and of course he's the #1 shot blocker in the league. Just an imposing presence inside.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
Both shots good from the stripe. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock.
Timeout charged to the Pacers.
Start it.
Here we go, Pacers.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice Terry Stotts gave to his team during that last break. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through Paul George. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. He also wants them to concentrate on working as a team at the offensive end. Passing, patience, and teamwork. Those were the messages. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
And thank you, Doris. Irving kicks to Green. Back to Irving. Here's Lopez. Here's Green. And the layup's good off the glass. Green's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the foul against Cleveland. And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Cavaliers.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
I've been impressed with how well they penetrated tonight, too.
It's not possible what we just... Clark, is that possible?
Not probable, but it is possible, partner. It is possible.
And think about it, guys. That's
smokes.
one of the few guys in the entire league who can pull off something like that.
And Green slams it in.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage. And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Ernest Winston.
Rob. And a fast break now for the Pacers. Stauskas' shot is off. Cleveland leading by 18. Irving dishes to Green. It's stolen by Stauskas. Feeds to Bonner. Puts up a 3, and he gets it to go. Bonner's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
Here's Green. The shot, no good. And Indiana will come the other way. The Cavaliers beat them last time when these two teams met in Cleveland.
And their last time against this club, they really fell short at the free throw line.
Yeah, and that was the difference, really. I mean, you think about it, they didn't knock them down at the same rate, and that hurt them.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Taylor with a rebound. Irving kicks to Henson. He dishes it to Green. That drops.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
Green's got 40 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Clock at 6 to the paint. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Here's Haley. Drills it from outside. He has 5.
With the success they've been having from the three-point line since halftime, I'll bet you that scoreboard starts to look a lot different real soon.
Partner, that's assuming they can continue that hot shooting. But if they do, and especially if they can get a few stops, you have to think they'll make this thing interesting.
Here's Taylor. The offensive rebound. The shot's good from Henson.
Plays like that, the hustle plays on the backboard, the second chance points that have really caused problems all day for the defense.
Here's Bonner. Misses off the right iron.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Cavaliers lead by 16. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court for Indiana. And the three ball is good.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Green, the pass to Irving. Back to Green. Turner comes with the double team. The pass to Hansen. Here's Irving. Here's Lopez. Excellent D there from George.
That's really too easy a chance to miss, guys. He needs to be more aggressive and focused on his finishes.
Now here's McCollum. Turner with a screen on Irving. On the wing, Turner. 4 on the shot clock. And here's McCollum for 3. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
Cavaliers call.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for the Pacers.
Patrick Beverly.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. And it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got assist number 8 now on the night. Outside, George. Stolen. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Pacers trail by 15. And here's Beverly to the left side wing. And here's McCollum for 3. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start varying some of those.
Love dishes to Green. Pass to Hansen from 11 feet away. And off the front iron, and in it goes. And the Cavaliers lead by 17.
Timeout charge to the Pacers.
We're starting to get let's tighten up our pressure on the perimeter and make those looks tougher to get. We're going to give up the drive, but we have to rotate on the weak side to get there.
Here's Turner. And Beverly kicks to McCollum. Good.
He is really hard to guard. I mean, that's about all you can ask of the defense out there.
The Cavaliers leading by 15 from deep. And the shot is good.
Gotta be demoralizing. They desperately needed a stop, and instead they give up a triple on an open look.
Takes it from 10. Good as the jump shot falls. McCollum's got 4 this quarter.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now.
Green passes to Irving. Well, wide open look for Love. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And that's 13 points for Love. McCollum dishes to Beverly. Holmes, he's guarded by Love. Back to Beverly. 5 on the clock. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Love's got his 6th rebound on the night.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
And the dunk by Lopez.
Certainly that shot well within his range.
I would hope so.
And especially when he caps it off with the steady one-hand jam.
And George, here we go. Lopez with the block. On the wing, Green. Defended by Beverly. Cleveland moving the ball around. Kicks to Green. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Guys, it's a one-man show out there. I mean, he looks like he's willing to handle all of the offensive duties for his team.
Here's McCollum. Outside, George. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
The drive by Green from the arc. Love, no good. Pacers trail by 19. Beverly with the ball. Holmes, an amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And now, let's
So both teams changing it up here.
substitution on the court.
The Cavaliers leading by 17. The drive by Green. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Personal foul. At the line for the Pacers, Frank. At the line for 2.
And the first one drops. Both free throws good from Green. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. That's tipped. And here they come. There's the lob to the hoop. Now George. He kicks it to Beverly. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Guys, you take a look at that box score. 5 turnovers for him. I think he's got to avoid the high-risk plays. Just be solid out there.
Cleveland leading by 19. Irving kicks to Green. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
And that one's good, George.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
And here's Green outside. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
Irving against Beverly. Green, the screen. Irving misses.
Well, it's no wonder he's a bit cold. He's used to getting a lot more shots than he has today.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Cleveland.
2 great rebounding teams, Clark.
Yeah, and these guys just worked a little bit harder tonight. That was the edge that was needed.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And making the right plays when they needed to. Closing out this club for the 2nd time this season, this victory pushes their record to 2-0 with 2 games left to go against the Pacers.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Green. He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team.
Pacers foul. C.J. McCollum. That's his first personal foul. At the line for the Pacers, Frank. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And the Cavaliers making a change here.
Too easy. Too easy.
Both free throws good from Green. There's 39 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here is Bonner, defended by Lynn. He used that pick to get in close.
And they're clearly finishing strong here, but not enough time to pull it out.
Yeah, it does look like they're going to end on a high note. Too bad this run didn't develop sooner for him.
Green sinks that one from the post.
Settle down now.
Green's got 48.
Well, guys, they came in here and really took charge from the opening tip. This is such a tough thing to do for a visiting team. This contest was played on their turn.
And, you know, that's not the way it usually works in the NBA. It's going to be a great win, and you know it's going to be a happy plane ride out of here for sure.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, all night long you were able to control the glass. A visibly winded warrior here. How were you able to get so many shots that came off the iron?
You know, I try to be quick off my feet, basically. You know, as long as I butt my guy, throw him off bounce a little bit, I can start to head over, grab boards. I know it's a big part of what our team needs, and I'm happy to provide it.
Thank you for your time. This one far from over, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And now time to go to Ernie Johnson, who's alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game. Freak. He had an outstanding third quarter. Whatever they needed in terms of energy and offense, he was the firepower that propelled them during the second half. What are your thoughts, Shaq, on his game tonight?
Seeing Freak dominate the way he did tonight reminded me of watching him play in high school. He was a man among boys. He was a four-time consensus All-American back then. Overall, great game.
He accounted for